on page 599 on lesson 10.7, and we are looking to estimate and measure liquid volume. Right there. Our essential question, how can you estimate and measure liquid volume in metric units? Metric units are like liters and milliliters. We're typically used to things such as gallons and ounces, but we're going to look at liters and milliliters today. Okay, liquid volume is the amount of liquid in a container. The liter, L, is the basic metric unit for measuring liquid volume. We have an activity here that I'll cut to and show some other video of me filling some different containers. We're going to fill a 1 liter beaker with water to the 1 liter mark, and I'm going to use a spray bottle, the same one we use to spray our iPads with. Then we're going to take the water from that container and we're going to pour it into 4 other containers and see the differences. All right, boys and girls, so here we have a bottle filled with green water. I colored the water so it's easier to see. This is the spray bottle we use to spray down the iPads and clean the iPads. This holds about 1 liter of water. So we're going to pour this container into 4 other containers and see how much water they hold. Our first container is this yellow bucket that you would take to the beach, and we'll see what we get. So it's a typical toy bucket that you would use to build sandcastles at the beach. And we're going to take our water here and pour it right in and see how much of the pail we will fill. So what I would encourage you to do is make a prediction ahead of time before I put the water in. Do you think it'll be here? Do you think it'll be all the way to the top, up near the top, in the middle? Make your prediction. Here we go, my 1 liter of green water. Don't drink it, by the way. And we'll pour it in there. You can see it slowly filling from the bottom. And I'm still pouring, still pouring, still pouring. And we're going to run out about halfway. Not quite halfway, but as you can see, the water level is right here. My 1 liter of water right here to fill up the yellow bucket. So again, this is about 1 liter. I'm not going to put the water back into my water container, my spray bottle. We'll just pour it right from here, but do realize it's 1 liter of water that pretty much filled up the spray bottle. All right, container one was our yellow sandcastle bucket, right? And I'm going to, let me draw that in yellow. Was our yellow sandcastle bucket, and I'm just going to draw it quickly. Our little pail, right? Little pail. Okay, and the water level, we used green water, I think, right? Yeah. The water level filled it about to the halfway point. That's our water level, okay? And that was the sandcastle pail. Sandcastle pail. So we were able to fill it to the halfway point. Let's look at container number 2, which is a pitcher, a big pitcher, water pitcher. Okay, so water pitcher. I'm going to zoom in a little bit more here to get that to fit in. Water pitcher. Now let's take a look at the video and see how much we filled up. Now, we'll put it in a different container. This is the container I use for hot water to make our hot chocolate, and we'll see how much our 1 liter of water fills this one. Now this one we probably won't see it come up, but I will move the camera over the top to see how much water goes into this container. Again, here is our 1 liter of water. So I have a pretty good idea that it's not going to fill up much of this pitcher. But let's check it out and see anyway. Here we go. I'll pour the water in, hopefully without making a mess. Dump it in there. Oh, you can kind of see the water level right there. Okay, but we'll also kind of give our camera angle a different view here. Take a peek in, and yeah, it didn't fill much of that container whatsoever. So now we'll get to something maybe a little bit smaller and see how much this Again, 1 liter only filled that container right to here. Okay, our water pitcher, it was kind of yellow too. And it's a big container. It had a little handle on it. There's my wonderful drawing of the water pitcher. And the water didn't really fill it up too much, right? So there's our water pitcher, which was much more than 1 liter. Now let's look at container 3, which is going to be a water bottle. Just a normal size water bottle that a lot of you use in the classroom on a daily basis. Water bottle. Now let's check out the video of filling up that water bottle. In this water bottle, well, we can't really see through it on this side. It's a Gatorade bottle. We can see a line here. So we'll be able to see the water fill the container. Here we go. We'll pour in the water. Hopefully again without making a mess. And there we go. We can see this line going up and up as I fill the container with 1 liter of water. Oh my goodness. Oh, there we go. That was a close one. So normal size water bottle, almost all the way to the top. This is pretty much 1 liter. Okay, we used our green water bottle, right? Looks something like that, of Gatorade water bottle. And yeah, it pretty much filled it right up to the top, right? All right, now let's check out video number 4. And for that one, we are using a cubby. Or you could call it a bin. Doesn't matter to me. All right, let's take a look at that video. We all recognize these guys. These are our bins that we use in the classroom. Some of you take it to your other classrooms, but for the most part, we leave them here. Let's pour 1 liter of water and see how much it fills this guy up. Will it fill it to the top? Halfway, we'll see. Here's my water, 1 liter. You can see it's still right up here, which by the way is pretty much, I don't know if you can see that right there, 32 ounces is about 1 liter. Okay, here we go. Pour our water in. Pouring it in, pouring it in, pouring it in. Still pouring. We'll change the camera angle. Excuse my thumb, it's in the way. Oh, wow. That didn't fill hardly anything. Look at that. So those containers, my guess, they hold about 10 liters of water if we wanted to fill them. And let's go back to our page in our workbook and fill out the 4th experiment and then move on. Okay, we had our big rectangular cubby or bin, and the water, yeah, not much at all, right? So that one's much bigger than a liter. Only one of those 4 was about 1 liter size, and that was the water bottle. So let's look at our 4 questions. How much water did, or 3 questions, excuse me. How much water did you pour into each container? We poured 1 liter. Looks like liter, but it's pronounced liter. The abbreviation, capital L. And it's metric system, so no period after for the abbreviation. Which containers are mostly full? Well, we only really had one, and that was our water bottle. Okay. Which containers are mostly empty? That's the other 3, right? So we had our pail. We had the pitcher. Was mostly empty. And so was the cubby or the bin. I'm just going to write bin because it's only 3 letters and it's much shorter. Okay. That's our first page. Let's look at the next page, and this is the page, whoops, sorry, next page. I'll get there eventually. There we go. Having some problems today. We're we're going to compare liquid volumes. So a full glass of water holds less than 1 liter, a regular drinking glass that you have at home. The water bottle, as we found out, holds about 1 liter. Now, not one of those giant water bottles, but just like a normal sized water bottle. And then something like a fish bowl, well, that's going to hold much more than 1 liter. This is where you get to do this experiment at home, and you can fill out the whole page 600, on your own. Take it home, fill it out, see what you can come up with. And just follow the order step by step, and I'm sure you'll do fine. It has 5 different things it wants you to pour water into. Might be a good idea to have some supervision, so you don't, if you make a mess, or to prevent you from making a mess. And if you do make a mess, you can maybe get help to clean up that mess. Anyway, good luck on that page, and I'm excited to hear what you guys found out. So let's go to page 601. Share and show. Okay, it shows a beaker here. That cup is called a beaker there, and it's filled with water. Is the amount more than 1 liter, about 1 liter, or less than 1 liter? So if we look, I'll zoom in. Here's our water line right there, and that is at the 1 liter mark. So for our answer here, we're going to write about 1 liter. And we are going to write it. We're not going to be too lazy here, right? About 1 abbreviation, liter. Maybe I was a little lazy. Okay, the next 3. Estimate how much liquid volume there will be when the container is filled. Write more than 1 liter, about 1 liter, or less than 1 liter. So here we have it looks like a teacup. How much liquid volume does that teacup hold? It holds less than 1 liter. Okay, if you're confident, maybe you should pause the video, check your work, do 3 and 4, and then resume the video and see how you did on 3 and 4. Here we have a kitchen sink. Does that hold more than 1 liter of water, about 1 liter, or less than 1 liter? The kitchen sink holds a lot more than 1 liter. And finally, we have a teapot, a smaller teapot, and it'll hold about 1 liter, probably a little bit more, but it's close. It's close enough. Okay, that's it for me today, boys and girls. You can move on to your assignment. Persevere, work hard. Best of luck to you. As always, this is Mr. P, and I am out.